All right, we're live. Link, I don't like how you just got off the phone to go check Pornhub very fast like that. That's
No, you know you gotta check in every 12 hours.
that means you have no self control. Look, we got
a disgusting habit.
We got a guest with us today. We have the special Brittany. You know, because we've been having just a lot of
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Reggie, you say hello to the young lady.
Hey, Brittany, what's up?
Yeah, see, Reggie put on his
That
sexy voice
hello
for you.
sounded hella
Yes.
soul sister style.
Nah,
man.
it wasn't even like that.
Leon, like we ain't gonna call him Reggie no more. It's Leon now. Motherfucking name Leon. Nah, but I figure, you know, we have a female perspective on the show, you know, this segment, because it's a lot of masculine energy, and I've been getting a lot of just, you know, fucked up DMs about, you know, you guys are just misogynistic and
People are gonna hate regardless.
Yeah,
if you get a girl in there, it's gonna be like, oh, we liked all the male energy. Why you had to ruin it with it? I mean,
you know. But we're gonna get right into it. Brittany, I want to ask your opinion, right? A female's perspective on your take on if a guy flies you out and you accept this plane ticket and this hotel, is it expected? Are you expecting? What's going on? Before we get there, what's going on in your mind when a guy buys you a ticket and flies you out? What will be going on in your mind?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's happened. So, if a guy is buying you a flight and then paying for your hotel,
yeah,
you definitely expect that you're going to probably end up having sex. Like at the end of the day,
okay.
Unless
Agreed.
there's
Factory.
like a understanding beforehand, like, you know, like if you're going out there, like I'm gonna come out there, but I need my own hotel. My friend got to come with me, and I'll just meet up with you when we're out there. Like you got to have an understanding ahead of time. But
But if there's no
I think
understanding,
you kind of
then
then yeah, it is what it
you're
is.
pretty much
like
expecting
it's probably
to
gonna go down.
But
Okay.
what
Or
if
at least it's gonna be tried.
You're definitely gonna get tried.
I feel like
period.
she was pretty clear with.
well, let's say this gentleman, this you know, financially able gentleman, he flies you out, but let's say he's not attractive, but you really wanted to visit Colorado. You know what I'm saying? If you fly, you're not attracted to him, but you really wanted to see the Colorado mountains. So my thing is,
is it that skinny out here?
do you take one for the team? Is it like, you know what? You fuck it. It is what it is. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think round trip to Colorado is like $60.
No, they
on
say they on
Spirit.
that period.
Yeah, you
They
make
say they on
every
that period.
excuse in the book. Like
Wait,
you really do. So-
See,
He just gave a playbook
but then,
right there.
But then the problem here is, if a nigga fly you out, what if he a savage? He's just like, I don't care.
I don't
care.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. Show me. Show me.
But you know that's what girls tell. Like if a girl, you be like, yo, where you was at all weekend? Oh, I was in Miami. Oh yeah, my little friend. And you like, oh, your little friend flew you out? They be like, nah, it wasn't like that. I was on my pill. You was on the rag. You was on the rack. Like, nah, I don't believe
So
that.
you know what it is?
What's that?
Like you have more self-control depending on how the guy looks. So like,
But should
if
you
he
have
is
accepted
as
the
ugly
ticket
as,
then?
like, huh?
Should you have accepted the ticket then? It's like you stealing.
Well, no, it's not stealing because it's not like he's like, I'm gonna buy you this ticket in this hotel room and this is we gonna fuck. Like it's not like he puts it
No,
out.
but
you know,
if he
puts
said
up
it like
front.
that, then it would be creepy. So
Then
a
it'll
lot
be
of
creepy, and then it'll be like, no.
See, I feel like women get off on the like, you know, all the shit that's not said. Like, oh well, we know what it is, but since you didn't say it, I'm gonna get away with like I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna be like,
Matter of
oh,
fact-
well, I had a boyfriend, or I'm in the period. Or,
Matter of fact, let me tell y'all something y'all may or may not know. This for everybody here. That whole buying the ticket and flying the girl out, that's almost like almost foolproofing that you gonna crack. Like you know what I mean? Because look, you could
It's
take
damn near prepaid.
right,
Yeah,
exactly. Because you
definitely.
going
Prepaid.
when you go to the city, because I can take somebody to the city. You know what I mean? Pay for the parking. $60, you're getting hit in the head. $60. Fucking $250 with dessert with drinks. Getting hit in the head, and then you might not get it. But if I fly you out, it's almost like the photographer that's taking pictures of naked girls all day. A lot of dudes got into photography just for pussy. Let's keep it all the way a buck here. We're all adults here. Let's have a real conversation.
You already broke the ice.
You know what I'm saying? Like some of these photographers having these girls look crazy out here. It's like, yeah, you just wanted to fuck her, and he just threw a little Photoshop on there. You know what I'm saying?
Have her on railroad track.
All
Photoshop your way into the drawers.
On the railroad, had the girl on the. Where's her father? Where's her father?
Where are the parents?
Could you imagine, Daddy? I'm a model. Like, oh my God. You know
that comedian dude's like, who raised you?
Meanwhile, he in the El Camino in the driveway waiting for her to come by.
But on some real shit, I could see myself flying a chick out for like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the mall trip, and then sending her back the next day.
Wait. So, Link, you're talking about you're flying her out to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you sending her home?
Yeah, I could do that. That's almost like the equivalent of back in the day. You know, you used to go over a chick crib the first night. You understand?
Yeah, but flying her out, that's different.
But that's the foolproof.
Yeah, but I mean, that's foolproof. I mean, and then on top of that, you getting like flyer miles. Like there was a girl I was having a conversation with the other day, and she says she gets dudes to buy her food. And now the problem I have with this is you hit a dude up, you text him, and then you're like, oh, can you order something for me from Domino's? And then she's like, no, but don't order from your account. Order from my account. So then she gets like the 10 points towards like the free pizza.
What a whore.
I'm like, she a savage. Because not only is she getting the free food, girl, but then she not big at all.
Is she over to
But she has like right now she has like maybe like 500 like Domino's points. Look, she's feasting.
Oh my God.
Look, my thing is savagery. Shout out to the guys who are flying chicks that they just meeting off Instagram. Not even, they just DM them like, listen, you ever been to Dubai or you ever been to Costa Rica? Come with me. And they go. My thing is like just the whole. How do you transition to the?
No, you let her know it's like
no.
Yeah,
I'm talking about,
there's one room.
I'm talking about when she's physically there. Like
there's one room and there's one.
But
bed.
how do you transition into the takedown? It got to be some liquor involved. They got to be getting on. It got to be some pills.
Nah.
Oh shit.
No.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
I'm talking about a random, not some
Brittany.
girl you've been talking to back and forth. I'm talking about like a random, like she just jumped on it. You made the offer, she just jumped right on it. Like,
Brittany,
yeah, sure,
let me know
this weekend.
Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm gonna just throw it out there. Basically, you book a room with one bed. You don't say shit. It's no conversation. And then at night, when y'all get into bed, it's only one bed.
That's a Me Too movement thing right there.
We get in one bed.
This guy's a pro.
Don't do that, Ralph.
What? Do what, Ralph? You ain't say nothing all show.
No, he meant like the Me Too movement. Like, you know, women saying Me Too about sexual abuse.
Come on, like,
he don't mean like Me Too, like he jumping in bed with your girl. I mean, your sister.
I don't know what Link is high.
No, I meant like the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get them no more flames. So, all right, tell them how.
Okay.
Yeah, but you basically jump in bed with her, and like, you know, you make a move. Like, I mean, we're in the same bed. Like, and again, it was implied.
Reggie, how many times you don't pull your dick out on a girl or a group of girls?
I don't just whip my dick out, bro. That's
I'm saying,
that's
unseemly. You pull your dick out?
That's unseemly. That's not gentlemanly behavior. That's not gentlemanly behavior.
How many times you done pulled
Zero.
your dick out?
I don't behave that way, bro.
How many times you done got some blood in it so you ain't on completely soft? You know, you yanked it like 3 times and it was whipped.
That's
like how many times you did that? How many times you did that? Be honest.
Like 4 times. One time I was embarrassed though. One time I did pull out the baby meat.
Your shit was on mashed potatoes.
Flaccid.
Lake was like, but you saw the picture though. You know how it look. You know how it get. Lake said, you know how it get though.
Man, it's cold as fuck, dog. It's cold as fuck.
Yeah, nah. Cause look, it's like a gun. Don't show that gun unless you're ready to pull it. You feel what I'm talking about? You pull it out, Reggie. You can't even get up. You like, I'm sorry, baby. Shit fucked up, baby.
Yeah, we don't do that. So
Hey, you gotta pull that. Go ahead, Brittany.
Brittany, was
But
I
what were
right?
you saying, Reggie? You were finishing your.
Yo,
your
basically,
you said,
like,
so
I
if he
mean,
books
in the
one bed,
past, like, when I've been involved with women, I was going somewhere and, like, they flew out. We were staying in the same hotel. I paid for the hotel. I might have paid for the flight. And, like, we staying in the room together. So if we staying in the room together, we getting changed in front of each other. Ain't no, you know what I mean?
Reggie
So
getting
now,
horny.
if she get changed in front of you, then all right, you already know what it is. If she go to the bathroom to get changed, then it's like
You're a John.
Well, you don't know what's going on. It's you know what I mean?
No, that's when you grab him, Reggie.
Yeah.
Where you going, baby?
Nah,
You
that's
tight.
when you. That's
you
when
have
you
a
know.
different level of constraint with depending on the attraction you have to the dude. So if it's just a dude that's like he's just offering a trick off, like, okay, I want to take you here, I want to take you there. That's when you wouldn't even be in the room with the guy by yourself. Like you would either have your friend with you or, the guy would have his own separate room. I wouldn't even put myself in that tight situation because honestly, you never know what's going to go on. Once liquor is involved, or who knows, the dude could be a complete savage and it'd be a whole nother issue at that point. So I personally wouldn't
But
put
like
myself in that
I
situation.
like giving I like giving
Brittany,
the
tell
women
them
the
about your Atlanta
experience.
trip and that savage.
Oh
my God.
Story time.
Story time.
Story time.
I'm all ears.
We're
I'm
listening,
all
Brittany.
ears.
Story time. So this is one of those things. Just don't put my Instagram tag up because I'm a
No.
professional.
But we're
and I
not going
can't
to tag you,
like that.
Brittany.
1,000%. Nah.
We're not going to tag you, Brittany.
So
Fingers crossed.
so I went to Atlanta one time, and it was like a drug dealer out here where I live. So we went out with him and his friends. Now, mind you, this dude is big as hell. I mean, he was so big.
You mean you're talking
Definitely not
about
attractive.
Are you talking about
his
obese?
muscles or
Obese? What are we talking about here?
No, like fat, like
Okay.
fat,
Oh,
fat.
okay.
Not like baller
Diabetes.
belly fat, like
Diabetes, yeah.
obese. Yeah.
You were worried about his cholesterol level.
Yeah, definitely worried about his health. But he invited me out. He's like, okay, I want to take you to Atlanta. We gonna have fun. We gonna party like rock star. Da da da. All right, cool. Let me bring my friend. Okay, so I bring my friend. Our friend's with me the whole time. So then he sees my friend with me. So he tries to pick it up a notch. So he gives me all his money. We go to Lennox, and he's like, get whatever you want. Here, hold this for me, and you can get whatever you want. Okay, so me being that I know if I spend a certain amount of money, that's a down payment on my pussy, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So I bought me a pair of nice Steve Madden $65 shoes and
kept it humble.
like
Kept it humble.
I don't know, like some little basic ass dress just to go out. And yeah, so that whole time I just made sure my friend was with me. But then my friend was like, bro, you gotta do something. Like, you need to do something. So yeah. So at the end of the day, no, I did not have sex with him, but he definitely got a hand job for the great time in Atlanta.
Wait, what?
But you have a level of constraint depending on your attraction to a
Hand
dude.
job?
What, you think it should have been more?
I don't know.
But he did like $5,000. She could have kept all of it.
How expensive was that hand job? Jesus Christ!
$100. You heard the shoes was only $65.
But he flew her down to Atlanta, right? He flew her down to Atlanta.
No, we drove down there together because I live close.
So you drove to Atlanta with your friend, and he bought you $65 Steve Madden shoes.
No, he gave me a stack of money. I could have got whatever I wanted.
But you only spent $65 and gave him the rest.
Because I know the rest of the money. It was a little bit more than 65, but I knew if I spent more, it would definitely be a down payment.
I gotta ask.
I think you could safely spend $200 and not give him anything.
But Brittany, let's get for real.
Yeah, that's a safe amount even for a working nigga.
How deterred were you through this whole the whole transaction with him, that whole in the room? Was it weird? Was it like you felt like you was forcing yourself a bit? Was it like, oh my God, I'm never gonna forget this?
It was kind of like Kind of. Like, not like a force, but it was like, let me demo. Because it was like, we had a
Were you
blast.
disgusted?
I mean, we
So this was like
had
a
fucking
lazy
blast.
hand job that you gave him to
It was
just shut
very
him up.
lazy. It was just like, because he was like, when I come back to the room, he was like, I want you to be naked. But I'm like, no, not happening.
So you were fully clothed.
Fully
And
clothed.
He knew what it was though. He used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. I wouldn't even disrespect
That's what I
myself.
learned from this shit.
Hmm?
Look, if you offer to fly a chick out or take a chick somewhere and she automatically invite her friend, it's somebody the sucker.
Yeah.
Somebody getting played.
Somebody's the fool.
You know
in the
what I
room.
mean? Yeah, somebody's the fool in the room.
Right.
If she automatically off the rip. That's like the chick you try to get with at the bar. Be like, get all my girls some drinks. What you drinking, girl? What you drinking? Bitches, y'all bitches is drinking Coors Light, not all the sun. Y'all want Patron. Fuck all the way out of here, dog.
Fuck, you think I'm a sucker?
Patron, one bitch don't even know how to say it.
Oh, Lord.
The green stuff.
The green stuff.
Brittany, what you think about them Jay-Z and Beyonce pictures?
I actually like it. I think it's classy. I think
You thought those were classy,
showing
Brittany?
just a little bit of cheek. You talking about the one she was in the bed with just a little bit of her butt showing?
Yeah. And Jay-Z looked like a predator.
Compared to a Cardi B, a little, who else? Nicki Minaj, Black China, Amber Rose. That shit was classy.
I think Beyonce is above thirst trap pictures. I think it was
You
low.
think that was a thirst trap?
Yeah, I think it was low brow for them. Nobody cares. Like, nobody wants to see you on bed. Like, I think people want to see Beyonce, but no one wants to see Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I didn't think anything of it. I think like it's just 2018. The bar has been raised so high. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like you got Yes Jules. I hadn't seen her sex tape. You feel what I mean? I didn't seen Kim Kardashian get mashed on by this guy Ray J. You feel me? And this is so. The bar's been risen so high, like a little booty cheek and a little Victoria's Secret.
I'm just saying, but it's they old Hollywood. Like the Carters had this old Hollywood vibe, and I feel like they cheapened themselves. It's almost like if fucking
I just don't care.
If Denzel Washington all of a sudden started dropping like hella selfies. It cheapens your brand. It cheapens you. It's so cheap.
I just picture him like taking a dad
Imagine Denzel
camera.
Washington taking those Al Sharpton selfies. I'm like, it's skinny out here. It's rough.
And Hov had the nerve to say something about that Al Sharpton selfie. Like he wasn't planning on doing this nut shit. You know what I'm saying? He definitely threw a shot at my man Sharpton. You know what I mean? But honestly, me personally, my opinion, I don't even care. It's like you see worse. It's almost like, give me more. Like, come on, we done seen worse than this. You feel me? Gives a fuck.
Yeah, I just think it cheapens their brand.
I'm in the straight beehive. I'm in the straight male hive. So you know what I mean? Like I enjoyed it. So
you got one straight dude at the gay parade. You go there just because they make good drinks.
I want to go to a hall parade.
You know what that picture reminded me of?
It is Gay Pride Month, and this is your birthday month. That's what's up.
I don't got nothing to do with it.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, first of all,
everybody do what they want to do. Hey, that's how rappers get the breakfast.
First of all, it is
love who you want to love.
Exactly, that's real. Like, I mean, first of all, it is Pride Month, and like all love is equal and all the other good stuff. So
let's ask Brittany the other question.
We're
so
supportive.
Brittany, last week, Brittany said if a girl had a 3-inch clitoris, he would suck it.
Yeah, now, that never happened. Like, that is false.
Oh, let him finish.
Nigga, we got it on recording, fam. We got it on recording.
No, matter of fact, wait,
can you think of a man?
Go ahead. I was gonna say, Brittany, how about this? Let's say this obese gentleman that brought you to Steve Mattin's. Let's say if he was attractive. If he was attracted to him, let me rephrase that. If he was attracted to him, but he openly told you that he had dick surgery. How do you feel about that? He added 3 more inches. How do you feel? He got it transferred from his tricep fat. No, he got it transferred from his stomach, and he got a little bit of fat in his dick. And how would you take that? How'd you take that?
I mean, you can't be mad at somebody trying to enhance their size. Like, I don't see anything negative or wrong about that. I don't think that's a turn off if he wanted to enhance his penis size.
I don't believe you, Brittany. I don't believe. I think you'll be creeped the fuck out.
There you go, Lake.
Just like how I am for saying it.
No, I mean it would be weird, but you're not gonna be like, ew. Like,
would you marry him?
Oh my god!
A dude with like a fake penis
size.
Yeah.
No, what if it was just fake?
Okay,
what if it was
what
a
I'm
fake
thinking
penis?
is like a real penis.
Yeah, like he got fat transfer.
Does it matter if it was real or fake?
Oh my god!
Yeah, he got some transfer. He just said, "Listen, fuck this. It's my body. God gave me my body. I never touched the back of women's walls. I want to see what it feels like." And he had an extra $5,000. He went to DR. They did a botched up job in DR.
I want to feel like a big man. I want to feel like I want to be a big shot.
I mean, I'm joking, but this shit is weird as fuck. But I think people will look over it because you got some men are uncircumcised. You know what I'm saying? Some men have fucking.
I think
some men got warts, genital warts for real.
I think dudes worry more about their penis size than women worry about their penis size.
Expound.
I think guys spend more time.
Let the woman speak. Go ahead.
All right,
Brittany.
go ahead, Brittany.
Go ahead, Brittany. That's what you're here for.
Okay, so it depends. Okay, I'm
Be
trying
100.
Okay, I'm trying to think here because I don't. Maybe you all do worry about it a little bit more, but it still is it's important. It's not like extremely important. The older you get, it's not like, okay, this dude needs to be this type of inch or this size, but it still is very important.
When do women? At what age do women get over like, I want the mandingo? Like thinking like 12 inches is just normal and just like that. I could just deal
That's
with that.
gonna be like your early 20s.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like your high school, like
right.
18, 19, up until you're like 28.
So what is comfortable for you? What is like, okay, this is like what is the Goldilocks size?
That's a vague.
No, the Goldilocks area.
Reggie's trying to gauge this.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking.
To the old school.
I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
I would think like 7 inches.
Are you good, Reg?
I'm
are you good?
I'm beyond good.
Nah, she right about the 20s.
I'm beyond good,
listen,
bro.
When we was in our 20s, maybe 15, even 15, girls like, yeah, I need a nigga with his shit just like this and just give you some wild ass. And you just sit there like, well, I can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming up short there, but like, but that's why I asked that question. You realize when you get older, they're like, listen, you know what I'm saying?
No, but like, there are women I've dealt with who they've told me, well, I dealt with this dude and it was like whatever, but it was horrible. Or I think it's just, I think it gets to a point where it's like skill is a thing, is a factor. On top of that, I think you have to have the equipment, but then I think skill is.
Okay.
No, tell me if I'm right or wrong, Brittany.
Oh, we got Sean Paul over here. Dirty wine boy over here.
I think that's a factor too. No, but I think that's a factor too.
It really is.
No, because there was a girl I was dealing with who told me like there was a guy and like he didn't know how to use this whatever, and then there was another dude who may not have been as much. I have a lot of female friends, and it wasn't.
Boat. You know how to rock the boat.
Exactly. Right. And there was another dude who may not have been as well endowed, but like was like a million times better. It was more passionate, and it was just a better overall experience.
Do you ask your ex how big was their ex dick size?
First of all, like I don't set myself a failure and start asking those types of questions. That's stupid. That's dumb. Because you know the problem with that question is number one, you never gonna believe her. Because if she tells you you're the biggest, you gonna feel like she's telling you what you want to hear. If she tell you you're not, then you gonna feel some type of way. There's no winning in that question. So just leave it alone.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree.
There's a no-win situation.
Like, you're the biggest, Reg. You're like, that's bullshit. That's
no, because a guy as a guy, automatically there's always gonna be a part of you like, am I though?
Get the fuck
Because the
out
only
of
way you're really gonna believe it is if she's like, nah, there was somebody who was like,
I used to feel like that till I went to LA Fitness locker rooms. My God, these motherfuckers.
I mean, if I'm being 100, you know, when I knew it was cool is like there was a girl I dealt with who, you know, when you deal with someone who is savage and she don't care and she'll look you in your eye and like be 100 with you. Yeah. So we had a conversation. I was like, I'm good. I'm good.
Nah.
She made me feel comfortable.
Nah, they be butt ass in them LA Fitness lockers.
No, when I found out, I rearranged the uterus, sent the girl to the hospital.
Oh,
she told you that?
That was probably a yeast infection.
Yeah. You might have gave her something.
That's another thing too. When dudes be thinking, "Oh, she get wet, bro." She was ovulating. That's why you got 4 kids by her. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Yo, she get that pussy so good. She get wet. You nigga, that was her cycle, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Yo, it was hella sticky. Niggas don't know biology. Niggas do not know biology. If it's sticky like that, I don't think she's pregnant. Pull out, my nigga. Don't go to the homies like, yo, listen, that got good pussy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, did you get the planned fucking B pill? You cocksucker. Fucking ignorant.
Congratulations.
Nah, that's how I know I'm getting grown. Like I'm just, I'm like, I get scared. You see that?
Brittany,
like,
how many Plan B pills would a chick take before she crosses over whore barriers?
Before she crosses over what?
Whore barriers, like slut bag barriers. Like how many? After how many Plan B pills are you a slut?
You're not. No, Plan B does not make you a slut. So it
definitely
ain't.
Doesn't.
No, it's not doesn't. A certain amount of number. No, it doesn't. It makes you safe, and it makes you. That's it.
And when you take the Plan Bs, you the MVP, man. You making sure there's no unwanted children out here.
Brittany, why, let me ask you a question. Why is it so easy? It seems like for men to get women to let us go raw. Like it seems like we control. Like you know how girl be like nah. Like, it's like we could do it. Is it just because the instinctual power, that masculine energy that men have, or it's just I don't know. Like. I mean, I ain't
you know what I think it is in a way. It's more of just like everybody's in the passion, you know? Yeah, and then you haven't been burned yet. But I can promise you, if you've ever been in some weird, fucked up sexual situation, then it probably won't be as quick to go wrong.
Yeah. I do like a little test sometimes where if I'm about to deal with a girl, I'll act like I'm about to go on raw. And if she let me, then I stop and I'm like, you nasty. Let me go find you're gross. You're gross.
Nah.
You're gross.
I remember I used to feel away. If you don't let me skin, fuck you mean I can't? I'm me, bitch. What you mean I can't skin? Like I used to take offense a little bit. Like,
because I'm realistic. I'm not one of these guys. Because I mean, dudes' egos. That's the reason women cheat and get away with it. Not because they slick it. Because guys' egos refuse to let them believe that your girl would ever run around on you. She would never. I'm the big dog, and I da da da.
That's
like,
dumb
bro, if she let you smack on the first night, there's a good chance. I'm not saying 110% because sometimes it might just be. You said the right thing at the right time, and the blah 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 blah. And I don't slut shame. I don't see anything wrong with a woman like being free or being like sexually liberal. Do whatever you want. It's your body. But I'm saying, if she's letting someone fuck on the first night, or she's letting him hit raw, or she's doing this or she's doing that, it's not because you special. Like she's doing that for anybody she feels like doing that for.
You remind me of stuff when I was
but it goes both ways though. You got to think about it. Women think the same way. At the end of the day, if I'm say fucking a nigga, not necessarily raw, but if I can fuck a nigga that easy, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna look at you as somebody I want as my man anyway. Like a dude that I really want as my man. Believe me, I'm going to hold out. I don't give up the punani that fast. But if it's like a dude where
shouldn't
you're just
it be
like,
backwards,
you know, what do you mean would it be back? No, it's not. Because you want the guy that you're really interested in to look at you like, man, that's a wife right there. That's a wife material.
Let me tell you.
But then if you fuck a nigga like,
but the dude you don't
shit,
want to be in a relationship with, you don't care if he thinks you're a slur. You just with it.
You don't give a fuck because you're just there to.
But if you fuck with like a mature dude who doesn't like look at women in terms of, well, she's a slut and she's bad and she's good and she's no good.
No, you literally just said if you fuck a chick on the first date.
No, I'm just saying I'm not saying, because in my mind, and I feel like this is true. Again, I have a lot of female friends. if a woman knows she's gonna fuck you before she leave the house, you just fuck it up by saying something stupid, and she like, you just fucked this up for yourself. She was probably like, yo, I ain't getting no dick in like 3 weeks. You know, this nigga, if he talking right, if he doing the right thing,
we got business. That's
you know what I mean? You think she has that lacy outfit on and all that other shit on point because she thought she wasn't fucking tonight?
Let me tell you, just to double back a little bit. When I was a little younger, right? When I was just getting into the game, right? Listen,
27.
Yeah, it was 27. I'm a faithful, happily married guy. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep that image up. But no. I never forget when I was younger and just stupider. I fucked the girl. Didn't even know her name. You know what I'm saying? My man put me onto her because it was like I said, he put me on. She was right. We did business. You feel me? And then he called me the next morning. He just want to get the rundown. I'm like, yeah, whoop, whoop, and give him the whole the play by play, like whoop, whoop. Then I whoop, 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 whoop. Then he was like, all right, so when you threw a rubber on? So I'm like, nah, I ain't need it. I said, nah, I ain't need it. She said she good. She said that she get tested on some young, I was saying young green
taking
shit.
Her mouth.
He was a little older than me. Like, so he was just like, yo, I never forget it. Till this day, I remember, like, I think of that. He was like, my nigga. He didn't yell. He didn't make me look stupid. There was nobody else around to show off. Like, in front of, he just said, my nigga, you don't got no money. He said, nigga, I dropped you off over there. He said, you ain't no ugly nigga, but you not the best looking. He was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm not in my.
He's like, all right.
I'm like, yeah. He said, you ain't got no money. I dropped you off.
All right.
He said, you ain't the most handsome. You ain't like, what reason did she have to do this? That means the more of the story is she's doing that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? If she could give it to you that, that's what she do. That's how she moves.
She's in a
my nigga, when he said that, like I don't think I ever had like I said, I was younger. I ain't even get it. I never had an STD test before. Nigga, I went to my mother and told her because I was just so scared. I was like, yo, my mother's washing dishes. I want to kiss her, yo, mommy. Yo. I think I got AIDS. Yeah, I was just I was so fucking young and scared. I was
like, say what your mom said, her accent, bro.
She was like, she watched this. She said, she looked at me, and you could tell in her eyes, she looked at me like, damn, my son's growing up, but this nigga's a dumbass. She was like, yeah, who tell you to have sex? Who tell you to have sex? I said, so all the homies was doing it. Yeah. She's like, go upstairs, go tell your dad so he can pray for you.
Prayed away.
Yo, my nigga, I'll never forget it, man. I had to book my own shit. It was just awkward. I was in there like, what are you here for? I'm like, I fucked some girl. I said, I had sex without a condom. They were looking at me. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, my nigga. That shit was funny as hell.
I mean, I don't believe in slut shaming. I think a woman could basically do the whole, okay, she's a good girl, quote unquote, and then one day she wakes up, she's having like a rough couple of months, and she's just like, you know what? I just need to cut loose for the next couple of months. So she has like a quote unquote phase, and then she just shifts gears back to whatever. Like, I don't like that. Doesn't necessarily mean.
I can promise you that happens.
I know it does. That's why I know for a fact. You know what I mean? So like, I don't put shit past any woman. Like, I don't disqualify them. Oh, you slept with this many guys and whatever. You're a hoe. You're unwifeable.
I still don't want to know the number. I don't slut shame, but
no. But at the same time, I think when a woman deals with a certain number of dudes, I don't think any woman's unwifeable. I think she just needs the right type of dude to come in and make her feel secure and like you don't need shit else.
Every woman wants to be protected and provided for.
So what is a high number for you guys? Like, what is considered like, wow?
Most dudes,
like
two is like unbelievable. Most dudes is like, well, it was you and another dude. Most guys will pass out. There's another guy. Oh my God.
Let me tell you what's too much. Brittany, I'm gonna tell you what's a too much number. A number that if I fuck you and you're still needing something else. You feel what I'm saying? Because you've been with so many niggas that It's almost like I can't fill that void. I can't feel like
I don't believe that.
I think so. Like a true.
man,
When
give
a woman tells me a number, I always add like 5.
I seen it happen. I seen it happen all the time. Remember, Link? Y'all remember the story? What's the name?
Give a concrete number, bro. Give a concrete number.
Listen, you're not listening. I don't think. I think it's.
I heard you.
That's like, remember what House was telling us? The lady who just she was known all over town. That's what she did. She fucked with all the dope boys. She been flipped upside down. Then she decided she wanted to be with a square. And this guy's just like, you know, I think it might have been his first or second. And then she went back to her old ways because at the end of the day, she still was missing that. She had all them spirits on her. You feel what I'm saying? All them spirits was all on the walls.
I think the problem
y'all
is
giving romantic answers and shit. Like I'm
no. I'm not going to. You said 30.
Come on, Link. Not crazy.
Yeah,
Okay, but okay, Link. Okay, Link.
Let me talk. That's romantic as hell to say like, oh, if I have sex with her and I'm not enough, that means she's had.
Link,
no.
Let me ask you a question. But then there are other
realistic.
Link. But then there are other factors because a woman could tell you, okay, Link, I've slept with 30 women, I've slept with 30 dudes, and you're like, oh, that's too much. And then she's like, well, I'm 40 and I lost my virginity when I was like 15. And then you could turn around and talk to another woman. It's like, well, I've only slept with like 11 guys. He was like, well, when'd you start having sex? Oh, you know, a couple months ago. So, I mean.
Link, I think you're over romanticizing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you fucking her and you just not enough, almost like you just can't satisfy her. Like, now I'm not talking just physically.
Not a number,
I mean, I think sexuality.
Because she been with so many niggas, it's like you're not enough no more.
I think sexuality for women is partially mental. If she's dealing with a dude and she looks at him and she thinks she's a square, you know what I mean?
Brittany.
If she thinks he's a square.
Yeah, Brittany. Mm-hmm. Brittany, let's say, you know, not you, but let's just say like, you know, a girl, she's been fucking wrapped up. She been like 50 Shades of Grey tied up. They fuck on the Eiffel Tower from the back. I'm talking about she went to a swinger bar with him, whatever, and then just different. Some dude in Paris ate her out upside down while they were driving on the highway. You feel me? Like, listen. Just picture a montage of just fuckery. You know what I mean? Then she wakes up one day. She just saw a cute guy at Target. The guy's been with 5 women. He's a Christian guy. You know what I'm saying? He only extra position he ever did was doggy style. Doggy and missionary. He's a Christian guy, sheltered. Do you think this man is gonna you don't think she's gonna just like backslide? Like, listen, I need that nigga in Paris that I had back in '98.
But that's
or whatever it was.
Women,
because she been exposed. So that's too much.
No, but that's
too many bodies.
No, that has nothing to do with bodies. That has everything to do with women can't move backwards.
She got too much to compare to. That's my point.
No,
if she got too much to compare to, that's too many bodies. That's where I stand.
That's not a compare thing. That's what she likes. That's a little different. That ain't like necessarily us.
Go ahead, Brittany.
I'm saying like that's something that she likes. If somebody's into like that BDSM, that's just a preference to feel that during sex. That means she'll just have to teach her partner.
If y'all think she's not gonna wake up one day and say like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some milk at the store," oh, we got milk, but the door already closed.
Man, I think strongly disagree.
It's like when you do
women, since the beginning of time, have been forced or creating themselves and molding themselves into whatever woman the nigga wants them to be. So a chick could have fucked 100 dudes and then she get with a square and was tired of getting dogged out and she turns into the perfect housewife, the perfect mother. Prostitutes end up being the perfect wives and perfect mothers.
She can't look at a dude as a square. I know a girl that like was
how would you even know that?
No, let me explain. There's a girl that I knew who was considered, like, people labeled her a whore and all this other stuff. I don't agree with any type of slut shaming, but she moved down south. She met her doctor. They got married. He invested in her. She's a business owner now. It depends on the guy. Like, if she looks at him as a square, if she looks at him like he's corny, it's not gonna work. But if she's dealing with a dude because I feel like sexuality for women is like anywhere from like 50 to 60% mental. So she has to mentally want you. She has to be there with you. Women can't go backwards. So I think it's like if she's experienced something that she likes, it's hard for her to go back to BS. Like, if you're dealing with a girl who, like, you pick her up in the car. Remember high school? You have a whip, so on and so forth. Any girl that dated a dude with a car in high school never went back to dating a nigga in the bus.
I'm gonna get deep on y'all, and just that's a good point, Reggie. I'm gonna get deep on y'all, right? And you know, I don't know what religion y'all is. Y'all probably Hebrew Israelite 5%. I know Lincoln Mason. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something.
He know the secrets.
And let me preference what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say I'm a devout Christian, but I understand why the Bible or any other book says do not have sex before marriage. You know, they don't tell you why. Listen, he's shaking his head at me. Let me tell you why. It's because it causes shit. When you with somebody and y'all both got history sexually or whatever, relationship wise, it does kind of just cause friction in certain ways. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got a lot to compare it to, as opposed to you guys are starting a brand new page together. I'm not saying I agree with it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying I agree with it.
It's better if she's ignorant, because then she don't know what she's missing.
Both of you, because even you,
she don't know what good sex is. So like your sex is the best sex she's had because she's never had it.
I'm not singling anybody. I'm saying it's not no double standard. I'm saying it's both. Even you. Let's say if she a virgin, but you had hella history. You feel me? Now you with her, she keep using too much teeth. Why? Because the fucking Asian bitch that on the school trip used to just wipe you off with no teeth, and you never forgot that. You understand what I'm saying? You remember how wet what's her name Tiffany used to get, but she was ovulating. Now your girl's not ovulating. You compare, you just like, man, that shit was alright, but it wasn't Tiffany though. So I just say that to say I understand why the good books, plural, why the good books say, yo, keep yourself pure, because it causes shit. So I say that. Let me finish. So
I get that, but no, none of y'all even answer the question on what's the number.
Right, go ahead,
too high for a woman.
I don't know what's
like
too high.
I agree with you.
I don't know. 5 could be too high if they was dogging her the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? She was fucking 5 NBA fucking players from another planet, fucking killing her shit at Friday's parking lot. Killing her shit.
What if you got your fat transfer in your dick though? But what if then after that, by the time you met her, you already had your fat transfer in your dick. You was healed up. It's been 90 days later. Now you can please her in every way the NBA players did.
Wait,
right?
how do you know it's 90 days later? I feel like you've done your research, bro.
No, but I see your point.
Man,
right?
How you gonna piggyback off my joke to Ralph and then you give him a oop on my joke, bro?
No, but I see your point, Link. I see your point. So, but what's the odds of that, though? What's the odds of that?
I think it's like women just can't go backwards. I think if you psychologically, like, because one, right now with my relationship, I feel like, okay, the reason everything works is because we've dealt with so many other bullshit situations. When you finally in situations with someone you fuck with, you're like, yo, I dealt with a lot of bullshit. This is cool. You know what I mean?
Well, Brittany, what's your body count number for a guy? Like, what's your max? That's a good question to ask a woman.
You know, I think, this is just, I guess it's just growing up as a woman. Like, you really don't.
You don't ask.
You don't really have, like, a number where you're like, I would never fuck with this dude. Unless he was, like, a porn star. Like, if you're, like, on some porn star stuff, then that's different. Like, that's just disgusting.
I don't think women care.
But I don't
think women care. That's why I asked. Yeah.
Women don't care like that.
I think they care if the number's too low. Like, what's wrong with you?
With like 100 women.
You heard that, Brittany?
About time, like they're in their 30s.
You heard that, Brittany? Would you care if the number was too low? Let's say if you was that guy's second in life.
Like, yeah, what if you only slept with like 3 women? You think that was weird, right?
Let me be honest, and this is messed up, because it was this one guy I had asked him. I was like, so how many women have you had sex with? He was like, about like 20, and I'm like, but you're 40. Like, how? And then I start to be like, wow, maybe he's a little lame or something. Like, you kind of just feel like,
the women don't like guys that other women don't like.
And just know, Brittany, just know he fabricated 10 more on that. Just know that. That's the real nigga lie. That's the nigga lie. You know what I mean? A chick gonna take off 5, a dude gonna add 10.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's messed up. It's definitely weird.
I know.
But you really, as a woman, you really don't have like a real number.
Because I've seen dudes take. If you know what you're doing, I've seen dudes take women who guys are considered, oh, she's a slur, she's this and that. When you look at, I'm not going to say her name, but when you look at her now, she's like, oh my God, like, she's bad. She has a little bit of money now, but she's bad. She's taking care of herself. She's running a business. She's taking care of kids.
I know
She's
just who you talking about. Who you talking about? Drea.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing.
I knew you were about to say Drea.
You look at her.
I love her. By
you
the
look
way.
at you look at her and you're like, yo, that's wifey goals. A while ago, niggas look at her like, oh my god, that's disgusting. But now she's goals. You feel me?
You know why?
But then on the flip side, I've seen guys take good girls and then just like when they were done with the dude, they was just like, you know what? I'm just out here now.
Dog did the fuck out.
And she just goes through a phase where he fucked her head up so bad, she's just out here. I don't think there's good women. I don't think there's bad women. I think it's just like, you know.
Hold on, what'd you say, Link?
I've said for at least 10 years that whores make the best wives. Because I done seen too many whores turn it around. I done seen too many prodigal whores out here, man.
It might help if you didn't call her a whore,
like,
though, Link. It might help your relationship.
Well, a bitch that'll fuck with a bunch of different dudes, they know how to be what type of bitch to that dude. You know what I mean? They know what type of woman. If a chick has fucked with 50 dudes, that's damn near every dude on the spectrum. So when she get with one particular dude, whether he a lame with some money or whether he a rich nigga with some money, she already know what type of woman she need to be for this dude. She could peep insecurity. She could peep ego. She need to know when his ego need to be stroked. She'll fuck this shit out on air. She'll cook good and clean the crib.
But he gotta hold her down. But agreed.
But you know,
yeah, of course. I agree with that. He definitely gotta hold her down.
You say that? You say that?
So what's your number of like too many sexual partners for a woman? Because you just said 50 niggas. What's your number of like, nah, you
Link said 30.
Like that girl is a whore? 30?
I said damn, somebody tap it on their shelf.
No, I don't have no 30. That's it. I'm in the clear.
Funk Flex. New York City.
Wow.
It's going down.
You want smoke?
Call me Mr. Chimney.
Call me Mr. Chimney.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Nah,
hold on. Hold on.
I-
Like, I'm about to re-record right now because that camera died. So I'm.
Talk to me nice, talk to me good, talk to me right, talk to me nice.